obviously I'd call it like I see it, and I also call it like it is. And in every sort of conflict or battle, even when two people, I like to say I don't have any enemies, and people kind of laugh at that, especially my enemies. But what I'm saying by that is I don't go after anybody, or actually I don't go after anything or anybody. But if I see something going wrong, I'm going to say something about it. I'm just going to point it out. Now, does there come a time where I need to shut my mouth? Yeah, it does. It does. But at some point, you're going to realize that everyone kind of gets blackmailed spiritually into something, and you have to realize where are your loyalties, for the lack of a better term. And my loyalties really have nothing to do with it, because my loyalties are way a lot of people don't know anything about. I mean, if that's one thing that I'm so loyal that I'll go and rescue a girl when no one else will go in and save her, and she'll report me for being a stalker. You know what I mean? Like, that's how it goes with me. It's like, exactly. I'm the watcher. I'm Bruce Willis coming in for Marcellus Wallace in Pulp Fiction. I'll come back for you and I'll save you because I'm stupid like that. And sometimes I won't, but usually it's because I get a false read on something. But I'm gonna point out something here because I think this is important. Just to note this, that the PG&E situation, they're shutting off the power, and now people are upset that they're shutting off the power. In fact, they're shutting it off 2 days ahead of time. We had this event up north that they called historic. Now, I love the wording in that. I love it because what? It's not historic. It's never happened before. But I have the video that I played for you guys. Maybe you didn't see it. It says that the Santa Ana winds oh, wait, they're not called the Santa Ana winds. We don't know what they're called up here. Right, because it's never happened before. That's why it's historic. Now they're going to call them the Diablo winds. But it's no connection to the Santa Ana winds. They have their own winds. Now, I think it's the same winds. And those winds don't cause what we saw in Santa Rosa and in these other areas. I'm watching the weather reports. The strongest wind gusts all happen to be where the fires were. That's a form of brainwashing. Because they know now that people are going to get into trouble for that. And I don't know who they are. But it's not PG&E. Now, we came out and we told you guys that PG&E could not have snapped poles off like that. Could not have cut them in half. Like that. Okay? PG&E doesn't control the wind either. PG&E doesn't control the specific dates, which are ancient numerology relevant, in the sense that, dude, that's how they know what's going to happen. They know the dates, they know the numbers, they know the dates. They're smart. You're not wrong in saying that those people who run those companies are not brilliant. Yes, the Rothschilds are on the PG&E chirp on the board, but you eventually start learning, like, the Illuminati is not who you thought it was. They're not necessarily the bad guys. They get their cut in life, just like we have our cut in life. And so, if you want power, you don't want electricity turned off because everyone's getting their electricity turned off. Maybe that's supposed to be waking you up into something. What? Well, now you're going to sue them because you say they're not giving you electricity for a couple of days. Otherwise, you want to sue them when it's clear cut on this fucking video, on these videos, and when you see this damage, that they didn't start the fires. The poles didn't even start the fires. There's no hurricane winds except at the fire. Right? That's weird. You don't listen to anything anyone says at the event. Now, we can use it to draw attention towards it. Like, look at the PG&E poles. Yeah, they did it. No, I didn't say they did it. I said, look at the poles closer. That's not high wind. There's no wind damage to anything except the poles. That makes no sense. This is out in the woods? No, it's in the city. The fire last week in LA, they shut down all this power ahead of time. And then all fires were breaking out inside the city, in brushy areas inside LA. Who's doing that? I don't know. They shut off the power all the way down to that not campfire. That was the other one up north. See, you think it's funny now, you call it the campfire. The sandalwood fire. And I said to myself, wow, if they shut off electricity, how are they going to start the fires? I wasn't talking about PG&E. I'm saying they're using these things as candlesticks. And then PG&E shuts off the power, shuts it off. What are they going to do now? Randomly in this area where there's something like 1,000 motor homes and homes burned down, a trash truck, the trash amazingly caught fire while the guy was driving, and he had to dump his load, which apparently is not protocol, in like an area where it started and ignited the brush, which then turned into, basically, he dumped it into a gas station. You guys need to wake up. All right? It's not PG&E. Okay? PG&E isn't doing that kind of damage. And whatever wants you to rationalize that it is something like that because you don't want to see what's really going on, we'll take our time, but don't get our power turned off because you want to go after their money. Everywhere there's money, you guys go chase after it. Doesn't necessarily mean that they're evil. It doesn't necessarily mean maybe they earned that in some different way you don't even know. You know what I'm saying? Like everyone gets something for their work. Because money can't buy everything, but some people think money can. And for those who can't, get anything else, then money's going to have to be the deal. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, you know what? They killed my wife and kids. I don't have anything else. You can't replace them, but here's $1 million. I can understand that. I can understand that. Why? Well, it's not. It's not that they, should be broke and heartbroken. They should just get money. I mean, give them something, right? Give them some drugs. Make them happy. Whatever it takes to kill your pain, as I used to say. Whatever it takes to kill your pain. And for me, it's Aaron Brockovich. You haven't learned yet. Didn't you get paid off already? Like they knew you were coming. Don't go after all these companies, especially when it's very clear and obvious. And then you're all like, yeah, the PG&E polls started the fires. It's like, no.
Yeah.